of Lolly and Sand, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Ontario, Canada. Can you just make sure, let me know that you can hear me. That's the main thing. I'm getting used to this new phone and it's driving me crazy. It doesn't really take that much to drive me crazy. So in the comments, or in the chat, rather, could you just say, I can hear you? Alrighty, so this is backwards day. I'm kidding you. It's backwards day though. So we're going to do the inside of the card first. Oh, and by the way, you can only chat if you're logged in to YouTube. So let me know that you can hear me. Okay, so we're doing the inside of the card. This is the base of the card. It is Flurry Flamingo. I thought because, we're having a little bit of snow that maybe it might be a good idea to do something light and pretty. So this is, hello Elsie, and just let me know you can hear me. Okay, so this is the base. It is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5, and I've already done that little flattening thing that I do at the beginning of my videos. Alright, so let's do this. I know the chat's delayed, so we're just going to do this. Alright, rather than going over all the measurements now, what I'll do is I'll get them all typed up. So, thank you for joining me, by the way, in our little winter wonderland here called Southern Ontario. I assume the rest of Canada is experiencing, oh, I just glued my desk, something familiar, something like that. So the first thing I'm doing is just gluing this piece of paper in. It's DSP. This is what the whole card's going to be made out of, this kind of paper. And I'm just grabbing a cloth to get the glue off my desk. I dropped the piece right in front of myself. Oops, a daisy. Oh, you can hear me. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Now, all right, so that is on. It's a teeny tiny bit too long. I like to make it just a little bit longer than necessary so I can make sure it's not too short. Better too long and cut it than too short, and oops a daisy. So this particular paper is free with Celebration. And the paper is called Most Adorned, which I thought was rather, you know what, I didn't order it on my first order. I did not. I hummed and hawed, and then I saw it, and oh man, I'm gonna have to I was inspired by another demonstrator, and I will put her name in the description. I made one card just like hers. You'll see that at the end, and then I made this one my own, because that's what we do, right? We change things. I'm just put the Tombow glue on, and I'm just burnishing that to make sure everything stays put. Alrighty, there we go. So that's our backwards card. We've done the inside. Okay, now what we get to do is this. Oh my goodness. I have this little piece of just regular basic white from Stampin' Up, and some more of the Most Adorned paper, DSP, which is designer series paper in case you didn't know it. And I wanted to show you here they are. I was going to say, where did I put those dies? These dies are called the everyday dies. Love them. And I used this piece specifically to cut out all these little pieces. Some of them are cut-offs from the main card that I did, but it's just the perfect size. And what's really good about it is I only had to cut my paper in 1-inch strips. Oh, these are cool too. So this is all part of the same die set from the mini. Now I need to put that away so I don't knock it down. Alrighty, I'm going to start gluing, and we'll go from there. Now, what I did is I cut the paper one direction, and then I turned the paper over and cut it a different direction. So you can see there's hearts on here, but because the push down from the die is this way, I know the paper is going to go that way. There's my hearts going the right direction. So I'm just basically going to be putting on these pieces. The first one matters the most. It's kind of like having that little plumb line, when you're doing wallpaper, for example. This is an unusual way of doing it. Normally I glue the paper, this paper, but I'm gluing the other paper. And I turned it over again. My apologies. Hello, Bea. Nice to see you here. You know, I haven't shoveled once. I will eventually this winter, but it's we have a snowblower and it's not my domain. You know what I mean? It is not my domain. Once you have that first piece on and nice and even, check it all the way around, then it's just a matter of gluing. So let's go for it. And I do, oh, some of these aren't the right size because I cut them off another card. So we'll use all the right pieces, all the correct pieces, like that one. But I may move that back. Nope. Okay, I got it. Just go for it. Oh, and this one goes on this side. Oh, wait, that's not going to work. You can't go on that side because I have to have something on this side. I wanted to make the gold paper go opposite, just like this. I don't want to have gold right on top of each other, although I might have to. They may touch. It's not a big deal. Like this. Oh, nope. Yeah, like that. There we go. I have to keep remembering to turn this over. Turn the pieces over, Sandy. Turn the pieces over. Okay, and that's still that side. I will get that on here. I do promise I will get that on. Oh, here's one. This had little hearts, so I'm going to go for that. And again, hope that my next piece, I do want to get these, some of them to the edge. Not all, but some. Okay, that's going to go there. Now I can get the hearts on. Alrighty? And so on and so on. So I'll show you that one. And then I'm going to stop. Oh, look at that. I glued the paper. I wasn't going to glue the paper because it's just messier that way. And if you want to keep this as clean as possible, go this way. Okay, now you know what? I have a horrible time pronouncing your name. See, I see Jan, but I don't know how to pronounce. I know that. I've seen you many times over on with Jay and Barry. So I'm going to stop here and I'll tell you why. Because this is glued. So if you don't mind doing me a favor and do the phonetic sounding of your name so I actually call you by the right name, because I'd be so embarrassed. There's the start of it. It's wet and it's gluey. You will have to stop and let this dry before you proceed. However, you know me. Ta-da! This is what it looks like when you've taken your time and done it. Here's the back. And I'm not wasting these pieces. I will save that for another card. Now, here's the thing. I'm bringing in Stampin' Up's mini cutter, which we don't have anymore, and I'm really sorry. But if you have a guillotine, I find it easier to use, and this is like the guillotine. I found it easier to use than the regular Stampin' Up cutter to get through the paper. What I want to do is get this as close to the edge as possible, so I only have to do this once. Okay, wish me luck. Here goes nothing. There we go. And again, these are all for more cards. So I would be doing more like this because this is actually really cool. It's a patchwork, and that's what I meant to put in the title, so I'll go back and change that. So if anyone's watching this after the fact, well, guess what? I will already have changed the title. There we go. And get those guys. If you don't wait until the glue is dry, you are going to have a gluey cutter. And that's one thing I cannot stand. Cannot stand. So there it is. How cute is that? All right. So what we'll do next is bring in, oh, I forgot to write down the name of this. Ugh. Oh, I forget the name of this. I wrote everything else down. I forget the name. It's in the annual catalog, and it's textured, but I don't know what it's called. Maybe my good memory. My good memory and I? Yeah. Oh, we're having a time. So I'm just going to glue this down. And as always, broken record here, you do not need a ton of glue. You do not need to glue the inside. If you don't like gluey fingers like me, then don't glue the whole center of this. It's unnecessary. There you go. It's a waste of glue. Let's put it that way. All right, so here we have this piece. I will be popping that up. I think that's a good thing. I do have, though, I really love my silver trim, and here I am with gold. So I'm going to do, I'm not exactly sure what, but I'm going to do, oh, wait a sec. Maybe I'll do it on the, sentiment. There it is. Okay, so I have to show you what set this is from because every time I call this the hummingbird set, do I drive you crazy? Thoughtful expressions. So this, believe it or not, I'm going to call a Valentine's card because it says, where in the world would I be without you? Aw, that's Valentine's all the way. But there's that. So thoughtful expressions. So I use the thoughtful expression bundle, which you can cut this out and this and this and this. And then you get these really cool shapes. You get this shape and then you get a kind of like a rectangle with bumpy ends. How's that? I could show you the dies. They're right here in front of me. Don't be so lazy, Sandy. There we go. There's the dies. So I used, oh, which one? This third one in from the center. That's probably a good thing to know. It fit this nicely. Any smaller, and I don't like my sentiments to be cramped, if you know what I mean. Anyway, love this set. Love it, love it, love it. And I love this paper, and you know why? Again, because it's free. I think I will pop this up. Let's pop this up. You know, I'm still thinking. Will that go like that, and that, and that? I don't know. We'll find out. We throw caution to the wind. Somewhat. It's hard to stay in frame, Sandy. That would be a good thing. I am going to put these here because otherwise this will go, if anyone pushes on the center, it'll go like that. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. It's really cool. When you're cutting out this paper with this die or whatever die you have, guess what? You can put two pieces in at the same time. So they come out together, stuck together, okay? They will be stuck together. And I was using my take your pick tool to get in there, but because the paper's a really good thickness, this is how it works. Okay. What you're gonna do is, and it'll save you time too, by doing two at a time, is you're going to bend it, and then you'll start to see that there's a little opening, and then you can get your take your pick tool in there. I can speak. Anybody planning a nice winter vacation? I'll go with you. No, I like the cold, it's true. Okay, now, when I'm putting something like this on and this side is longer, I'm going to turn this sideways like so. I'm also going to not center it because my sentiment is going to overhang just by a little bit. That's crooked. That's why I didn't push it down all the way. And the cool thing about embossing like this is it picks up very easily, even if you have pressed down too hard. My eyes think that's straight now, so hopefully it is. All right. So now we have the sentiment. And you might be saying, why on earth would you put those colors together? Because it's in the paper. So Fleur de Flamingo, it's not the darker, it's the lighter, but if you look inside, you'll start to see some of the darker Fleur de Flamingo. So it does match, kind of. I know this will go about here. I don't want to cover up too much of the pretties, especially this one. See that one with the hearts? Awesome paper. I like all of it, actually. There's not a piece of it, which is pretty rare. There's not a piece of this paper that I don't like. All right, so let's figure out how we're going to do this. I think, okay, got it. All right, so I'm going to cut a little bit longer scissors. A little longer than I need, but I'm going to do something a little bit different than I do usually. All right, let's see if I can remember how we do this. Oh, like so. We go up and down. And make sure that, yep, up and down. And like that. So we're going to have this little bunched up piece. A couple ways you can do this. One sec. Oh, I can't reach today. Ooh, oh, yep. Okay. You could put this down and hope for the best, or you can use a little piece of tape. Okay, Scotch tape does come in handy. So what we're going to do is go around here. I don't want to mess with it too much, and I also don't want those to be the same. But isn't that easier than fussing with it? For sure. Okay. And last week I still had a little bit of seal left. Let's see if this week I do. I mostly save this for online videos. I don't use it otherwise, which might sound a little weird. Oops. I'm doing that in front of myself. My apologies. There. Okay, that's going to go like that. So we know I'm only going to put the dimensionals at, stuck on that side. Oh my goodness, there they are. I was like, where did I put them now? All right. That's one too many. Okay, on this side. Can I get away with 2? No, I'll use 3. Oh, I have 4. Oh my goodness. A little too much. So for anyone who isn't already, if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe. You'll be notified when I go live. Let's get the glue out. There we go. More than I would usually put because I'm doing this. All right. There they are there. About there. Cool. It's a little bumpy. That's why I wanted to use a little extra glue there. I'm going to hold that down for a second. And if you would do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up button, that would be awesome. If you feel like sharing, share. Okay, we're not done yet because of course we have to embellish. I decided on these. I was looking for something with gold, and you know how much I love the basic rhinestone jewels. Well, they're kind of silvery looking to me, so I decided I wanted gold. So these are the neutral adhesive back sequins, and I'm just going to throw some of those on there in a nice little way, throwing them very nicely. If you don't have the take your pick tool, you need it. All right, I'm still wanting to make sure that stays down. If that were to pop up, I would go back in with glue dots and put them underneath, and I would add them. I'd peel that up and put them in underneath, but I'm not going to peel it up because I don't want that to happen. And these jumpy little characters today. Okay. I find placement to me of these, you might think, oh my gosh, how long does it take? But I like to be thoughtful about it. And I think I'll stop there. I don't think I got this completely straight. I have to hold it up so I can see. Oh no, it's over just a teeny tiny little bit, so we'll adjust that. Another nice thing about the Tombow glue. All right, that, believe it or not, that is my card. Oh my gosh, that was a quick one. But then again, I had it done. Okay, here's the original. So this looks more like the card. Like you can do an entire card front. And this is just on basic white again with a real red base. Did I do the inside? Of course I did. And then this. Do you see this? How cool is that? It's super cool. Do I have that handy? I think I do. So there's different ways. I think you may have seen this. This is the hybrid embossing folder, and I've used it a bunch of times, so I warped it. I'm hoping I can unwarp it, if that's a word. And where are you hiding? Oh, there. Oh, no, I sure do those dies. Okay. So you can do this a whole bunch of ways. What you do, see this side with the Stampin' Up? That's the side you want to, if you're going to color them, that's the way you do it. So open it up, get your ink handy. I just did a bunch of this earlier, so it is not as clean as it should be. You're going to wash this when you're done. You're only using the brayer on this side, and mine is over here. It's not the one in the catalog because I already owned a brayer. Okay, get your ink, and you don't even have to do the entire word, by the way. You don't do, I'm sorry. You don't have to do the entire thing. If you just want, like me, I wanted love you, do that. You'll get ink everywhere, but you can do that. And then it will come out like this. That happens to be, Pebble Path. So I have a whole bunch of the words done, and then I decided I thought I would try this. So that, to me, looks pretty perfect. Know what I mean? So the love you, this is another Valentine's card. The same. I would love to know what you think of this, because I fussed. Oh, you know what? We're not done. Sorry. Sorry. Oh my gosh, Sandy, wake up. Someone hasn't had supper yet? Someone was busy with her sick grandchild. Although you never know he was sick. He's bouncing off the walls. Okay, so after you've put the ink on here, you're going to place this on here. Now you're going to hear it go there. That's how you know it's in place. See how I can't move it? If it's not in place, you'll know it. And then boom, there it is. Then you put your paper on. You close it and run it through using with the spine first, okay? If you only want to emboss it, don't color it. Do the exact same thing. It's so easy. I did try heat embossing. I saw another demo do it, and I could not make it work. For the life of me, I could not make it work. So I don't think I had enough. Oh, there's another one. Hello, hello. I wonder if you could double this up. Oh, you could. Look at that. You can make a really cool, like a little your own shadow. Oh, I like that. I will do that. Cool. Alrighty. Well, anyway, my friends, there, I think I've talked enough. There are the cards. I will be posting the cards. We'll be posting the cards on Instagram, on Facebook, probably on Pinterest. I'm a little slow with Pinterest. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed tonight's video, and I will see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Bye-bye for now. Have a lovely week. And of course, now I look for the off button on this. It's not like Facebook.